Now, this is the last weekend of the January transfer window. So I'm thinking about going big this weekend, alright? I'm thinking about doing a room one today on Friday, and I'm thinking about doing a double confirmed on bloody Saturday and Sunday. That is pretty big. 3 transfer videos, 1 weekend to celebrate the last weekend of the January transfer window. And then potentially on Tuesday, a massive transfer deadline live stream. How does that sound? That could be pretty big, but I want to bring it to you. I want to make it possible, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. But if you guys want to see it, drop a like on this video down below. If we can smash like 4,000 likes in this video, I'll bring you guys a transfer deadline stream on Tuesday. It's going to be absolutely huge, right? Could be like all day. So, I don't know. That could be big. As always, if you guys want to build your own Xbox or PlayStation controller, check out GetGripped.co.uk in the description down below. Rossi will get you 5% off all your custom controllers and stuff. Everyone always moans at me for the length of my intro, so let's get into the first player. Now, I'm starting the first player with a big name, okay? And he is a pretty big name. We have Griezmann. Now, this guy, he's featured in quite a few different videos here on my channel because he's been linked with clubs like, I don't know, Man City and now Manchester United. But the Man United rumour has absolutely escalated this week, alright, because big stuff's happened. Big stuff has happened, regarding Griezmann this week, which I'm going to talk about, of course. But apparently, according to lots of articles, Pogba is going to be key to bringing Griezmann to Manchester United. So apparently, Man United tried to get Griezmann last year, and obviously that failed. But obviously, they're hoping that the friendship between Pogba and Griezmann could bring him to Manchester United. So apparently, there will be no problem putting a financial package together to satisfy Atletico Madrid and Griezmann, but selling the move to the player remains the outstanding issue. So money's not a problem, it's just actually trying to persuade Griezmann to leave Atletico to come to Man United. It seems to be the only problem currently. Now apparently Man United has said to view Griezmann as Wayne Rooney's long-term replacement at the club due to his tactical flexibility, should I say. So everyone knows, Rooney smashed loads of records for Man United recently, and of course, obviously he's getting a little bit older now. So I guess it is time to look for the future, and I guess it is time because obviously he's not even starting really for Man United at the minute. He's just, starting on coming off the bench or whatever. So potentially finding an absolute, ultimate replacement for him is going to be hard. But Griezmann, he's probably up there as a pretty good replacement. I'll be happy with that. But the rumour actually, it comes from somewhere a lot further than this, alright? Because it has been stepped up a lot this week, and it is bigger than a lot of people actually realise. Because a lot of you actually follow Griezmann's brother on Twitter. Now, Griezmann's brother actually come out and tweeted a picture of Old Trafford, right? And it went pretty viral. Thousands of retweets, thousands of likes on that tweet. It went pretty viral. Now, he hasn't really said why he posted it, or no one really knows why, but it's a bit of a weird one. Do you know what I think? Griezmann's brother tweets out a picture of Old Trafford. So Griezmann obviously is linked with Old Trafford anyway, but then when his brother comes out and does this, what does that actually mean? Now, you can read whatever you want to read into it. You can have your own little, read-in message, whatever behind it, but to be honest, it's pretty weird. And what it's done is actually, it's excited a lot of Man United fans, that is for sure. So Griezmann's brother apparently is a fan of Man United anyway, so when Man United do something well or good, he's always tweeting about it or whatever, but now he's tweeted a picture of Old Trafford. Like I said, I'm looking at a picture here, like 10,000 retweets and likes and stuff like that. It's gone pretty viral. Apparently Griezmann's not even represented by an agent currently, right? And he'll speak to his family and mentor and stuff about the move. So that's a bit of a weird one. All footballers have agents. Also, Theo Griezmann's been liking tweets from Man United fans saying, someone tweeted him saying, tell your brother to come Man United, and he's liked that tweet. So, Man United fans, you're getting pretty excited about this, aren't you? I know you are, because this is a big move. So yes, guys, we had like 3 different slides for the Griezmann transfer talk, because like I said, this is a big rumour transfer episode, of course, and obviously, it wouldn't be January transfer window without big, audacious rumours, but this one had to cover a bit more in a bit more detail. Let's move into the second player. Now, what I'm going to do next is cover a player actually could be rumoured to be leaving Man United, of course. Now, this is not actually much of a shock. Actually, it is a little bit of a shock. Anyway, we have Ashley Young apparently on his way to China. Everyone knows my opinions on China. Everyone knows I've talked about it quite a lot in a few videos, so I'm not going to talk about the country as a whole and what the league's doing. I'm just going to talk about, the transfer of Ashley Young to potentially China. So this is really strange. He's actually asked to go out on loan. He still wants to be owned by Man United. He still wants to be owned by them, and he wants to go out on loan. He doesn't want a permanent move, which is a bit strange. Obviously, his chances have just, over the years slimmed down to Man United, regarding the managers and stuff. He's played left back for Man United. He's played right back. He's played right mid. He's played left mid. He's probably played in the middle at some stage. I don't know, but, he has his chances have come down the pecking order at Man United. And there is a rumour that he has £16 million net annual salary from a Chinese club, alright? Now, this is pretty strange because obviously I think he would probably leave Man United on a loan. That's what I was thinking. He's 30 years of age, 30 plus or whatever, and he wants to go out on loan. I don't really think Mourinho wants that, or does he want that? I'm not really sure, but obviously the Chinese season is a little bit different from us in terms of timing. So apparently they've actually offered him a 3-year deal worth £16 million after tax. We get £16 million pure cash. So I don't know. If he's been offered a 3-year deal, is he going to go on a permanent or is he going to go on a loan? He wants a loan, but this team's offering him a 3-year deal, which is huge. So the players currently at the team that want to sign the this dude, Ashley Young. Actually, it includes Pella, obviously from Southampton, and Papi Cisse, obviously used to be in Newcastle and stuff like that. So yeah, they got some big players and big names already. The manager of the club is also ex-Fulham box Felix Magath as well. So there are a few, Premier League people involved in that club. So Ashley Young, could we see him off to China? We'll have to wait and see. Now, this is, like I say, the last rumour episode, probably, potentially, of the January transfer window. So it's only right we talk about some of the biggest transfers, isn't it? And biggest rumours. Because, like I say, it doesn't mean they're necessarily 100% going to happen, but it's looking semi-likely. If lots of, news articles and stuff are talking about it, then it could happen. Like PK to Chelsea, that could potentially happen. So everyone knows, okay, this guy was at Man United once upon a time in his career, and he obviously has a lot of love for Man United and stuff. But there are rumours that he wants to move to London. Shakira apparently wants to move to London. So that leaves basically Chelsea or Arsenal. That's what the rumour in the papers are saying. Sorry, Tottenham, but I don't know why the papers are not saying it's going to be Tottenham, and they're saying Chelsea or Arsenal as one or the other. I'm not really sure why. Sorry, Spurs fans. Don't blame me. So obviously, Barcelona defender Gerard Piqué is linked with a shot switch to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea fans, you're probably quite happy about that. Apparently, he's currently unsettled at the new camp, with reports to move back to England could be well on the cards. Apparently, he's not a very popular man in the dressing room currently as well by other, obviously, teammates and stuff, which is pretty interesting, pretty weird, considering he's been there for a long time. I'm not really sure why they react like that. Apparently, he gets a lot of stick in Spain, like a lot of, stick and hate and stuff like that, and Shakira's a little bit fed up with it and wants to move to England. Like I say, apparently, London is the most preferred destination for them two as a couple. So, yeah, I don't really know the likelihood of this transfer. I don't really know if it is likely to happen, but, if we see PK, someone of his stature, as you guys can see, the card on the screen is pretty awesome. That would be pretty sick to see back in the Premier League. Now, obviously, he's been linked with, Chelsea and Arsenal, but next up, we're going to take a look at a player that is definitely rumoured to be going to Arsenal, right? And it's another striker. I've talked about him in the past. We have Morata, who's actually apparently rumoured to be going there. These articles are from a few hours ago, so this is pretty fresh news. This is today, Friday. This is pretty fresh news. Chelsea and Arsenal target Morata. Shock, Chelsea involved in that one as well, to leave Real Madrid if Zidane remains as manager. Morata will seek a move away from Real Madrid if, obviously, Zidane remains as manager after a string of broken promises. So, obviously, Real Madrid owned him, went to Juventus. They got him back from Juventus, and now, obviously, they got him back based on a few promises, I'm guessing. And now they haven't lived up to them promises, and he wants to leave Real Madrid again. Arsenal apparently favourites to land the striker. He's a pretty good player as well. Like I say, he does play pretty well for any club he plays for. Annoyed at his treatment, Morata is reported to have already instructed his agent to seek out interest in the Premier League giants Arsenal and Chelsea should Zidane remain as head coach. Well, Zidane's done pretty well so far, so he's going to remain as a head coach. So is that basically saying he's guaranteed to move according to this newspaper? I don't know. Real Madrid are actually saying, though, they are unwilling to indicate and make the move happen, until they know what Benzema's future is, okay? So basically, obviously, a lot of Chinese clubs are interested in Benzema, and if he's going to leave, then they need to keep Morata, but if he's going to stay and sign a new contract, then Morata's got to go, and he's got to go. So we have covered 4 players so far in this episode. Now it's time to cover another big, audacious transfer. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. This is in news articles and newspapers at the minute, alright? So these rumours haven't come from me in this video. So if you're hearing about this rumour, it's not come from this video, boys. I'm just reporting you what's actually out there. And we've got another player going to Chelsea. A bit of a Premier League big player edition. We've got another player going to Chelsea. Bigger than PK. PK's pretty big, but we are talking more money and bigger than PK. And it goes by the name of Gareth Bale. Now, this is pretty interesting because everyone's always said that, Man United is apparently #1 destination for Bale, but not according to this week's rumours, should I say. Now, according to a couple of days ago, a couple of newspapers like the Express and stuff have talked about a big, £160 million move from Chelsea for Gareth Bale. Chelsea are willing to smash the world record transfer fee to tempt Real Madrid in selling Gareth Bale, according to the reports in Spain. Now, of course, United have been long-time admirers of the 27-year-old, but were beaten to the post by the Liga giants when he moved from Tottenham, which obviously everyone knows Man United were always interested in him. The thing is, only last year, Bale signed a new £18 million a year deal at the Bernabeu, taking him to, 2022. So, if any club's going to sign him, he's under a pretty big, heavy contract. They're going to have to offer a lot of money, and apparently Chelsea are willing to do that. The rumours of the fee is believed to be £172 million, so £172 million. What a crazy number. So they're still hoping for this to be in the January transfer window, but I can't see it happening because there's no rumours towards it now. Are we going to see a deadline day deal for Bale to Chelsea? Because that will literally be incredible stuff. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be incredible. So it's pretty crazy, guys. In this episode, we have talked about some big transfers, a couple of Chelsea ones. Let's talk about the ones at Chelsea quickly. We have got PK and Bale rumoured to be going to Chelsea. Obviously, we've got Morata rumoured to be going to Arsenal. Now, obviously, Arsenal apparently are in for PK and bloody who else? There was another player, I think. But they are rumoured to be going for Morata, pretty good striker, but that depends what happens to Benzema. Is Benzema going to go to Chinese Super League? I don't know, but if he is, then Morata's going to stay. If he isn't, then Morata's going to go, basically. Last but not least, we have Anton Griezmann, obviously. His brother's come out and tweeted, a picture of Old Trafford. He's saying he's a big fan of Man United. The papers are all saying it's going to happen, and what his brother did, like I say a minute ago, is he's added a bit of coal to the fire. He's added wood to the fire, he's made it bigger. Anyway, guys, this is maybe potentially the last rumour episode of the January transfer window. It has been a pleasure to bring you guys this series, and you have thoroughly enjoyed it, which obviously means the world to me. If you could drop a like and a thumbs up on this video down below, then I could be bringing you guys a deadline day transfer stream on Tuesday. That could be huge. Make sure to subscribe to me down below if you want to see that. Make sure you click the bell to make sure the notifications come through and stuff. I'm out. It has been a pleasure as always, guys. Take it easy. Peace.